Good morning friends, myself Dr. Prathamesh Jain, shoulder specialist, Advanced Knee and Shoulder Hospital, Ahmedabad. Today I am going to talk to you about GIRD. What is GIRD? GIRD is Generalized Internal Rotation Deficit. It is a common shoulder ailment which is often underdiagnosed and misdiagnosed. GIRD means a Generalized Internal Rotation Deficit. I request all of you to see this video completely so you can understand the pathophysiology and the treatment pertaining to this specific disease. GIRD means that your internal rotation of your hand, of your shoulder is reduced. So normally if you see that your shoulder movement is in an arc of 180 degrees, so you have 90 degrees of external rotation and you have a 90 degrees of internal rotation. This is a normal arc of a patient. So those patients who are suffering from GIRD, what happens is their internal rotation of the affected shoulder is reduced. So if this is the normal shoulder and this reaches 90 degrees, this is the affected shoulder and this will reach only up to 60 degrees or 70 degrees. So the internal rotation of the affected shoulder will be more than 20 degrees less than the normal shoulder, and this problem is called as a generalized internal rotation deficit. This problem is a very common problem seen in throwers. So in Western countries it is common in a baseball player, in Indian patients it is common in cricket players or other throwers, or specifically fast bowlers in the cricket do have this problem. We do see this problem in some other patients also, and this is a common diagnosis in my clinical practice. This disease is associated with a phenomenon which is called as an internal impingement. What that essentially means is your greater tuberosity will have impingement against the posterior superior aspect of the glenoid, and what that does is it can cause two problems. So you can have a partial articulosided tear because of a internal impingement, or you can have a posterior superior labral tear because of internal impingement. So these two problems, whenever you diagnose on your MRI, you should have a high suspicion that the patient is suffering from an internal impingement because of a GIRD. Now, why does a GIRD happen? What is the cause of GIRD? So basically GIRD is because of a phenomenon which is called as a posterior inferior capsular contracture, which is called as a PICC. So what happens is the posterior joint capsule is tight, is stiff, and that's why you are not able to internal rotate and your shoulder becomes tight. And what that does is two things. If you have reduced internal rotation, the body can compensate in two ways. The first form of compensation is the external rotation may be increased. So you can have 20 degrees more external rotation. So you can have an increased external rotation, and that condition is basically seen in throwers. So they will have more external rotation at the expense of the internal rotation. So that is seen in throwers. And what is the other thing is your total arc is reduced. So what happens is your internal rotation is less and your external rotation is constant, and this is a more bad phenomenon because you will have stiffness and you will have pain and you will have a posterior pain and you will have difficulty in throwing, and these patients will present with problems related to shoulder stiffness, difficulty in workout, very difficult to throw. So this is basically called as a dead arm syndrome. So what will happen is if a player or if a fast bowler in cricket, if he wants to throw, he will not be able to throw because the arm will become dead. So this is called as a dead arm syndrome, and this is a very common problem in a fast bowlers in cricket in our part of the world. So fast bowler who is not able to throw properly and says that his arm has turned dead, the very common diagnosis is an internal impingement or a GIRD. Now people ask me, what is the diagnostic test and how will you diagnose a GIRD? So GIRD is basically a clinical diagnosis. We do all our clinical tests, we do the internal rotation, external rotation maneuvers, and as I told you, if the internal rotation is reduced more than 20 degrees as compared to the other shoulder, it is suggestive of a GIRD. Your external rotation may be increased, you may have pain, you may have signs pertaining to the slap tears, you may have drop arm sign positive, you may have MT can sign positive, and these are different tests which a doctor can do. But if you want to confirm the diagnosis, you need to do a MRI scan, and most of the MRI scan will show you features which are suggestive either of a partial articulosided tear on the posterior superior cuff, or a posterior superior labral tear, or a slap tear. These all conditions can occur because of GIRD and PICC, that is a posterior inferior capsular contracture. So this is a very common ailment that we see in our practice, but the good part about this problem is that most of these patients are treatable just with physiotherapy. Physiotherapy is the cornerstone and is the mainstay of treatment of these patients, and what physiotherapy needs to be done is very important, and that I will tell you in detail. So what physiotherapy a person needs to do for this problem? Important things are, you need to do internal rotation stretching exercises, and there are different maneuvers how you can do it. The first thing is internal rotation stretch. So what you can do is you can keep your hand like this, and you can use your other arm to do an internal rotation stretch. So this is the first exercise that you need to do. The second exercise is you will flex the arm like this, and then you will use your other arm to rotate the arm internally. So this is again a internal rotation stretching exercise. So these both are in the standing position. Then you can do sleeper stretches. So both these exercises can be performed in a lying down position. So that is called as a sleeper stretch exercises. So these exercises can also be performed while lying down position. And the third exercise I usually recommend is taking your arm back. So this is again an internal rotation stretching exercises in which you take your arm back as much as possible, and this will also give a internal rotation stretch to the tight posterior capsule. So these are all about the internal rotation stretching exercises. The second main exercises that needs to be done in this particular set of patients is TheraBand strengthening exercises. So TheraBand is an elastic band, and it is very good as far as the strengthening exercises are concerned. So you can pull these TheraBands in all the directions, like forward flexion, abduction, external rotation and internal rotation, to actually gain strength to the muscles to reduce the incidence or reduce the symptoms of GIRD. Friends, you must understand that in this particular disorder, surgical treatment is not the mainstay of the treatment, and 1 or 2 in 100 patients only we would go ahead with a surgical management. So most of these patients, most of my patients who present to me with this particular problem can be treated without surgery very successfully. Only about 1% of patients who are not better with physiotherapy and stretching and strengthening program of the shoulder. And I would recommend our video on this advanced shoulder rehabilitation protocol, which is a very advanced protocol regarding the shoulder rehabilitation. So I recommend all of you to see that particular video so that you have an idea about how to do all this strengthening program. And surgery is the last resort. We do it in very selected cases. But if this problem is not recovering or you are not getting adequate recovery, you must not get depressed. There is a surgical treatment which is there and which we can offer in very selected cases. So friends, if you have any problems or any questions pertaining to internal impingement syndrome or GIRD, you can feel free to ask them on the comment box. Thanks a lot.